Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, it is Incursion day number 2. And we will be doing one of the 2 TFOs for our daily progress for the new Tesseract event. But before we do that, captains, do us a huge favor, hit that like button, also comment below, let us know what you thought of, well, the one we're going to be doing is the Reimagined Defense of Starbase 1, so let us know what you think of that. So for today's progress, again, we're going to do the Reimagined Defense of Starbase 1 and see how the Borg are there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, one of our biggest fears is they did not actually give us elite version, so, but that's okay. We'll see how this is. So before we do so, we're going to give our shout outs to our fellow captains here who are formed up with us. We have, of course, Anthony Taylor, we have Chris, we have Jet, Zav, and Lucifer, aka Augie. So welcome back, sir, to you, to the Stowe. Now, as we go through this, we'll probably drop our 2 ECs, and of course, at the end, give our conclusion. So without no further ado, we will do this one, and I believe it was called the Resistance of Starbase 1. So we're just going to do that in private here. See how it goes. And unfortunately, there's only one difficulty. But we'll just go and roll with that. We'll start that here. Now, Defense of Starbase 1 has been kind of in our sort of nightly routine of pews. I want to see if we can add this because, well, we always like fighting and pusing the Borgs. And I love their new visuals. I really do. They have that red hint there in their sort of framing, and their weapons now are red. So that's quite interesting. Of course, it'll take here, but eligible for season 30 event. Can't believe it's already season 30. So Borg from the Mirror Universe are assaulting Starbase 1. Defend the Starbase and prevent the Mirror Borg from capturing more space. Now, of course, this was also part of the new episode, which we did yesterday. It is in the YouTube channel too as our playthrough. And I did give that one a 9. I did actually quite enjoy that one. So here we go.
Reality vortices to attack us at critical locations like Starbase 1. We need to turn the tide and show them that the Federation won't fall to the Borg, no matter which parallel dimension they come from. Looks like they're sending their fastest ships through first. As this fight drags on, expect to see larger Borg vessels arrive. Here they come! We need to hold them off until they break contact, or the fleet can organize a relief force to join us.
Of all the time not to make the briefing long.
We're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians.
I haven't even seen them shoot me. Let's tether some Borg, shall we? Just like the Titan A did on Picard. More Borgie.
There's a break in the
There you go.
incoming warp signatures. We'll have a short amount of time before more Borg arrive.
Hmm. At least it's not the original officer from the original defense of Starbase.
Long-range sensors show larger vessels incoming.
Ooh, spheres. I feel like they should have done this with ESD as opposed to this Starbase 1.
Launching. Give them cover.
Right shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Core shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Warning, ship is under attack. Hull integrity below 75%.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
It's still saying the same thing though. Now, it would have been cool if the Enterprise was here and shown doing the voiceover,
Shields have failed.
which would have another chance to have the Enterprise here with us, defending Federation base.
Left shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Ooh, that new explosion animation?
Failing.
Is that just me?
Target shields have failed.
I think there's a new explosion animation on them.
There's a break in the enemy formation.
Maybe not.
Get into position to prepare for the next assault. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Simulators?
Here come the Borg assimilators.
Yep.
Keep fighting.
Just warped in and died. Oh, the Enterprise is here. Maybe someone called it in.
Target shields have failed.
The USS Lafayette destroyed. How did that get destroyed? What the? That's a big explosion. That looks cool.
Ship is launching. Give them cover.
So we actually have to protect. We have to go to the lanes. Look at that big explosion right there. Woo!
Target shields have failed. Core shields failing.
I wonder if we can get a tactical cube. Because Defense Starbase was just 3 phases. This is the 3rd one.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, these are the last ships here, usually because of the bigger ships stop spawning in front of the base there. That means usually it's just the last ones. Oh!
Stop it! Hold the line!
There we go. Oh, that's cute.
Target's shields have failed.
Well, that probably would have been more of a threat.
That ought to hold them off. For now, I think we showed them that resistance is not futile. Don't you?
Probably more of a threat on Elite, if we would have had Elite. So we get a final cube at the end. Okay, well, we don't mind that. Now let's see what marks we're short on. What marks are we short on? Let's go pick the competitive. There we go. Well, the reimagined Defense Starbase 1 is literally just the Mokai replaced with Borg. And having an extra phase at the end of a Borg ship, that was it. But I think, like I'd mentioned there earlier, it would have been better if this was actually ESD and not Starbase 1. I just feel that would have just been more updated, and I feel it's kind of a missed opportunity. Even if it's just a different map, just saying, like, put Earth there, put the ESD where it is, where the defense, where the Starbase 1 is, and there you go. It just feels like a completely new map as opposed to reusing this map and all completely, even with all the phases. But it's part of our nightly routine, the Defense Starbase 1, and this will probably be the one that is our go-to for the whole month. Now, the next video, or tomorrow for our daily progress, we're going to try the Guillotine TFO and see how that one is. So we're looking forward to that. But my thoughts on this, again, I can't really, it's hard to score this one because it's the same TFO with one extra phase. Well, it is with Borg, but I'd have to give this probably just kind of a 7. I feel like they could have done so much more with this. Like I said, make it an ESD, make it a Solar System ESD defense station, maybe have it at a more grander scale. But it just kind of felt like, even with the simulators, nothing. And also, they should have already had the Advanced and Elite, but hopefully they give us that as soon as the event is over so that we can see how this is on Elite. But with that said, again, do us a favor, my caps, hit that like button. Also, comment below, let us know what you thought of this reimagined TFO, and this is going to be your go-to. Oh, that's going to show there in the, there you go. The reason why it does that is I'm in that point of view, that really close-up shot that I do with my starships. But yeah, let us know if this is going to be something your go-to. But we'll see. We have one more to try out in Incursion and see how that goes. So my caps, again, if you're new here, welcome. But also consider subscribing here to our YouTube page, as we're always on the lookout for like-minded caps. And with that said, we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.